Hey everybody, it's Jason back with another No Frills toy review. This time we're going to be looking at the DC Collectibles DC Icon Super Sons Superboy. This does come in a 2-pack deluxe set, and he does come with the Damian Wayne Robin figure, which has already been done as a review. It's a shame that they do come as a twosome, because some people would obviously rather the Robin than the Superboy, or the Superboy rather than Robin, and it means you've got to buy the double pack just to get the one that you want. But there he is on his accessory, sort of like flight stand plinth, to give him the illusion that he's just taken off in flight. He does come with a few accessories. He does come with 3 extra pair of hands. You got the in-flight hands. Obviously a pair for holding something, as well as the extra hands that the clenched fist ones that he's actually got on his body. The box, as you can see there, is your standard DC Collectibles box with the corner side window there. On the side there you got the Super Sons, and obviously you got that on the top there, which is a really nifty emblem. I do like that. And on the back you've got the other characters available in this range. So you've got Nightwing there, and you've got Supergirl. So there's the box, but nobody wants to know about the box, they want to know about the figure. So there you go, there is the Super Son there, Superboy. Now he does come off that, so it's like an angled plinth there, so he does actually stand in there and he will not fall over. For those of you that have seen the Robin figure review, this one is pretty much going to be the same. He's a nice detailed size scale. If I can get him to stand up. The thing I found about these little DC icons is that it's like the ankles are on a ratchet joint, and I just can't seem to get him to stand up right without him wanting to fall over. So bugger it, I'll have to stand him up against the back there. In comparison size, there he is there next to the Rebirth Superman. Obviously the Rebirth Superman is a little bit bigger than the original DC Icons one. They did mess around with the sizes a little bit, which peed a lot of us fans off, because it meant when we collected the whole lot, they didn't fit in scale very well with each other, except for the odd ones that they didn't seem to change the size scale on at all. I got the 2 versions of Flash, and it's a bit annoying that they're both the same. Yeah, your 2 Wonder Womans, you know, Rebirth one, she's about 4 times the size. So there you got him in size comparison with Robin as well. Obviously Superboy is a little bit taller. He's a little bit older than Damian. Wrong one away, sorry. So the detail on it is pretty good. I do like the way that he's got some rips in his jeans on there. And on the old knee as well, look, ripped jean look, and even down to where the denim's hanging around there. And obviously on the back of his cape he's got the Superman emblem. Detail on the hair is nice. It's not your hip spiked up style like Robin's got. It's actually in a young Superman style, really. Bit wavy with the side parting. So there you go. And obviously you got his little sneakers there with the white base around it. Pretty good. Let's just get straight into the articulation, shall we? So the head is on a ball joint, so it can turn 360 degrees. This one, again, a little bit annoying that you can't look up, which is a bit daft, because if you want him in a flight pose, then you want him looking up to the sky, and it's annoying that he doesn't. He's got a little bit of side tilt again, just like the Damian figure. and he can look down that far, which is kind of good. And if he's in a flight position, at least he's looking down on those below him, but it's really annoying that you can't lift him up high. The arm articulation, obviously his cape doesn't get in the way quite like Robin's does, so this on can go all the way around. He has got a bicep swivel as well, so the arm can go 360 degrees. You got double jointed elbow, and again, like what I explained with the Robin figure, if when you start posing these, I would treat the joints with some heat, whether it's hot water or hairdryer, just to loosen up the joints, because these are smaller joints than you get on your traditional icons. If you can imagine that Superboy's arm compared to Superman's arm, now the pegs inside the arms are a hell of a lot bigger on Superman compared to Superboy, so these are going to be a lot more delicate. So please, before you start putting them in excessive poses, just treat those joints with a little bit of heat. The wrist, the hands turn at the wrist. There is no swivel there at the mid arm, but he has got a pivot on his arms as well. These ones you will have to treat with a bit of heat. I found these, you can there, look. And it goes up about that far. And then on the upper torso, you can hear it creaking because I haven't really loosened this figure up as much as I did the Robin one, but you can sort of like turn it. I'm pretty sure it'll go with a bit more of the persuading. You got the ab crunch. He doesn't really go back too far, and then that's as far as he'll go forward as well. So there isn't a lot of movement in his ab crunch, to be honest. As per normal with the icons, there is no waist swivel. Now, like I described on the Damian Wayne figure, the legs I said were a little bit like Mafex joints in a way, because you can pull down the leg, which means you can actually get a little bit more movement compared to if you have it right up. You get it so far, but if you put it down a little bit, you just get that little bit of extra movement, which is also good. And it's like that on both, and the gap doesn't look too weird either, really. The knees, double joints again, as per all the icons. I can go right back on itself there. The boots do not twist at the ankle point, but you do have some pivot rocker movement. It's almost like a twist and pivot, really. Same on that one. That one moves a lot easier. And then with the ankles, again, these are so delicate, so just treat them with a bit of heat before you start moving them. The last thing I want you to do is try moving them without manipulating them first, and then I get in grief saying I hadn't told you. So I have told you, please treat these joints with a bit of heat to manipulate them. And then stand on his base there like that. You can twist the leg back, and there you go, up in the air, and there he is, ready to take off. Like I said, it is pretty good that he can actually look down, but it's a shame he just can't look up when he's taken off. That's about as far as he'll go. So there you go, you got the DC Collectibles, DC Icons, Super Sons, Superboy. He does come in a 2-pack, so you will have to buy the 2-pack just to get this one if you're not interested in the Robin. But you can, you know, shift on the other one that you don't want. There's plenty of groups out there on Facebook. And if you're in particular a big fan of DC, then you can always try looking at a Facebook group called DC Collectible. I think it's DC Collectors. DC Figure Collectors UK on Facebook. That is my group. And literally we do nothing but sell and trade and look at other people's collections of DC merchandise. Then you've got another big group, which is Action Figure Trading Community UK. They got a whole wide range of figures and stuff to look upon there for your PCA poses. And one of the main blokes on there is my brother Simon Hill. What he does with figures and photo shoots is just amazing. You know, he's up there as one of the best for nationwide and worldwide. So try hitting those two groups up if you're into buying and trading figures or looking up at other people's collections. Those are the two to go for. But that comes to the end of the video. Thanks for taking the time to watch it, and we'll be back in the near future with some more toy reviews. Until then, thank you very much. This has been Jason with another No Frills toy review, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.